This is the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 22, verse 22. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation, except for upbraiding, or pride, or disclosing of secrets, or treacherous wound. For these things every friend will depart. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 22, verse 22, is that reports are coming in how America is losing their allies to America's enemies. All right? America, Babylon the Great, is losing its allies to America's enemy. All right? And you can thank this administration. Starting with Donald Trump for disrespecting Europe, okay? NATO, all right? Saying they're weak. Well, let's get it, all right? Hey, prophecy's speaking, man, all right? America's allies is now working with America's enemy. You can't make this up, man. I asked ChatGPT, what negative things has Trump said about Europe? Donald Trump has made a number of negative comments about Europe, European leaders, and European policies, especially during his presidency and in recent public statements. Public. So he's saying this so the whole world can hear. All right? So Donald Trump, okay, and the American government, okay, the leadership of the American government, they're isolating this country, all right? And here's why. These criticisms span political, cultural, economic, and security issues. Here's a summary of the key themes with representative examples. Criticism of Europe as weak or decaying, right? He said this openly. Trump has characterized Europe as a decaying group of nations and said many European leaders are weak, politically correct, or ineffective at handling major issues like immigration and security. Okay? So he said this openly. All right? Trade and economic criticisms. Trump has criticized the European Union's trade relationship with the U.S., claimed the EU treats the United States very badly and threatens retaliatory tariffs. In the context of the Greenland standoff, well, first of all, this is bullshit. All right? The European Union takes your debt. Okay? America, the European Union takes your funky debt. All right? You should be grateful. All right? But guess what? They're about to do a coordinated nuclear option and dump the treasury bonds on your stupid ass. All right? What you gonna do then? And you know it's coming. All right? You know it's coming. In the context of the Greenland standoff, he even threatened tariffs against several European countries over their opposition to his policy goals. Right, this was another thing, man. He threatened to use the military on NATO allies. All right? Into which NATO reciprocated and sent their military to Greenland. Okay? And he was talking shit about Greenland's military. That they were, what did he say? They had 2 sled dogs? Yeah. So, this, all this statements, okay, publicly, all right, and their arrogancy in these statements, all right, is driving America's allies to China. China. Okay? Let's get the G&T version of Sirach, chapter 22, verse 22. It says, even if you have a violent argument with a friend and speak sharply, all is not lost. You can still make up with him, right? Okay? And this is pertaining, all right, to an Israelite, okay? To the Israelites, all right? Mainly the elect, because the elect are always going to go back to the scriptures and always going to look, okay, at their brother as a man of the Lord. Okay, yeah, we do have, differences, and things may get loud, or you know, aggressive in tone, but okay, the scriptures are there, all right, for understanding, and to always go back like, hey, this is a fellow Israelite. Okay, this is a man of the Lord. All right. And okay, differences are always resolved. All right. But these heathens, they don't consider, okay, the scriptures. They don't consider, okay, what a true friend is or a true brother is. All right. Nah, they, especially Esau, Edom, they move in backstabbing, all right, what's it called, slander, arrogancy, pump. I mean, look at the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, all right, that's Edomite on Edomite, okay, exposing, all right, Edomites are exposing, okay, another Edomite. So there is no union and friendship amongst the Edomites, and you see it. Okay. Betrayal damages trust. The text warns that, quote, but any friend will leave you if you insult him, if you are arrogant, if you reveal his secrets, or if you turn on him unexpectedly. Right. And this is what America did to, okay, its NATO allies. All right. In 2026, with this whole Greenland and, all right, situation, that was the last straw. All right. So now look, America's being isolated. All right. Your own allies are now turning on you. All right. They're working with your enemy. Oh, you know what? Let me bring out Habakkuk, because hey, Habakkuk's gonna be not Habakkuk. Obadiah. Obadiah's gonna be coming out more on uh, uh, on the times that we're in. All right, because we're in the end times. All right, and the prophecies are being fulfilled, so it's going to come out more and more because we're in these times. Obadiah 1 verse 6. How are these things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right, via the prophets. 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Right, okay, because your own allies are now working with your enemies. All right, trade deals. That's the what Europe is doing is economic warfare, okay, against America, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right, and again, and this is what I feel is happening at these discussions. All right, with Canada. All right, with the who else is visiting China, or visited China. Yeah, the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer landed in Beijing this week to repair ties that they have been strained for years. And German Chancellor Friedrich Merz is expected there next month. Finnish Prime Minister Petteri Orpo also was among the latest leaders from Europe to shake hands with Xi Jinping. How you pronounce his fucking name? All right. But what they're really talking about is moving away from the dollar. All right. And doing a coordinated nuclear option. All right. By dumping, all right, U.S. Treasury bonds, all right, back into the market, which is going to cause hyperinflation, okay, for America. Because if nobody uses your dollars, all right, the dollars come home, and that's bad news. Goods and services go up, okay? Thanks for playing. But you got proud ass Americans that don't think about stuff like this, man. How easy this country can fucking, all right, go into turmoil overnight, all right? And it's going to happen. Europe is going to dump their treasury bonds. In fact, okay, is Europe selling U.S. bonds? I went into this before. Repetition is the art of remembrance. This is really, okay, for edification for the brotherhood to show that we in these times, we're so close to getting up out of here. Some European investors, including Danish pension fund Akademiker Pension and Sweden's Alecta, how do you pronounce that, are selling or reducing their U.S. Treasury holdings due to concerns over U.S. fiscal sustainability. Right, America's debt is too damn high. Political unpredictability. Right, Donald Trump's mouth and the American administration and the government. Okay, their fucking pomp and their arrogancy and their disrespect to, okay, that's what they're seeing. And trade tensions. Right, tariffs. If you don't do what I say, we'll put a tariff on you. While some divestment is occurring, a massive rapid sell-off by European institutions is considered unlikely bullshit. It's going to happen soon. All right, that's why they're with China. Okay? But check this out. Europe holds approximately $3.6 trillion in U.S. Treasury bonds, accounting for nearly 40% of foreign U.S. public debt, with major holdings in UK, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France. Right, and Trump's been extremely disrespectful to France. So yeah, all right, this is what's going down. All right, the leverage that Europe has over the U.S. economy. Right, the Treasury bonds. All right, so hey, we're in these times. Okay, the beast shall hate the whore. Yeah, it says in a major shift to world order since President Donald Trump took office again. Hey, Tawadi al-Bashim al-Shai for putting this devil back in power, man. He's really making moves, man. Okay? And his administration. America's closest partners are exploring opportunities with China following clashes with Trump over tariffs and his demands to take over Greenland from NATO ally Denmark. Despite the risk of irking Trump, they are resetting relations with a country long seen as a top adversary to many Western allies, really to America, and the top economic rival to the U.S. There you go. Yeah, it's getting spicy. The Lord is setting this place up for judgment. There's nothing y'all can do. All right, you're just going to have to eat judgment, man. All right, that's why you can't. Hey, we here at Great Millstone through the Spirit Power Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, we know we got the truth, man. All right, we know we got the truth for salvation, man. All right, that's why you can't say nothing to us. None of you scoffers on the comment board, none of you agents, provocateurs, okay, sellouts, apostasy, all right, goombas. None of y'all have nothing to say, okay? The Lord has raised us up, all right, woke us up to this truth and to bring it out raw and uncut, all right? And this is raw and uncut, all right? I don't have a script. That's why I'm like, right. Because this is straight, raw, and uncut. Facts, all right? This is facts. What you going to do about it, America? Nothing, all right? How you like that? What you agents are going to do? Nothing, all right? You're sitting, okay? You fucking clowns are cooked. Your own allies are against you. The beast shall hate the whore. The fuck is, fuck is going. But you got fucking assholes talking about 20 years, 1,000 years. Get the fuck out of here. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. You clearly see the hate. Yo, we gonna work with your enemies. All right. How about that? All right. What you gonna do? We gonna work with your enemies doing trade deals. and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right, eventually it's going to lead to war. Okay? 17, for God had put in their hearts, for the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beasts until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Right, and so this is how you know we're in these times, man. 18, and the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigned over the kings of earth. Right, this is talking about America, Babylon the great city, right? Cross-reference, the great city, all right? Revelation 16:19, and the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Right, because the Lord has anger towards America. The Lord hates this place, okay? We can't stand this place. We hate this place too, all right? That's why we look forward to these, all right, prophecies. And when we see these articles, we're like, yup, all right? Just to confirm and to reiterate, regurgitate, repeat, Babylon going down, America going down, and there's nothing you could do about it, all right? Repetition is the art of war, motherfucker. And with that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem B'Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the 4 corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep adoring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying, pray without ceasing, pray for each other, pray for the apostle elders. We're almost out of here. America's cooked. Their own allies hate them. We're almost out of here. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, check, cover, shalom.